It's the last hour before the party starts. It's the rush hour to get everything done in time. It's when I'm most excited, most nervous because I'm trying to time it all out. I'm gonna take you with me behind the scenes a little bit and I'm gonna share with you everything I made for this party, from a giant pretzel to lime tarts. You're gonna love everything I whipped together and give you some ideas for your next party. All right, let's get started. I'm starting with dessert to display on my light up display stand. I absolutely love this display. I'm making funfetti cupcakes and lime tarts. For my cupcakes, I'm using a box cake mix to make it super easy. And I just followed the directions on the back of the box with the mix and the water and the oil and the eggs. And I blend it all together with my hand mixer, and I'm gonna fill my cupcake liners. I'm using paper liners. I've had these for the longest time. I think they're adorable, these cute flowers and the perfect spring colors. So I've just put them into my little baking cups here. I'll fill my liners about halfway, and this makes the perfect amount to make 24 cupcakes. Okay, my cupcakes are all filled in their liners. This is now gonna go into a 350-degree oven for about 19 to 22 minutes. They came out perfect and smell delicious. And to make these special and fit my spring theme and my flower liners, I bought these pastel flower sprinkles from Amazon. I love how the colors match and they are so cute. Next it's time to frost them, and I have this strawberries and cream whipped frosting, and I'm just gonna do an even swirl on each of them, and then they are ready for their sprinkles. To help with the catching of the extra sprinkles that fall off and to make cleanup easy, I put my cupcakes on a sheet of parchment paper. I love how these turned out. The sprinkles pull it all together and have the perfect colors. It just screams spring party to me. I love how these look on my display stand, and since this is a Pampered Chef Party, I'm going to make another dessert using one of their dessert mixes. I'm gonna make key lime tarts. I'm using this key lime mix, this dessert mix that you just add a couple ingredients and you end up with a wonderful key lime dessert. So let's go ahead and get started with our mix. So I'm gonna add the whole box. To my dessert mix, I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of butter that's softened, so a 1/2 stick. Gonna add 4 ounces of cream cheese that has also been softened to room temp. I'm gonna add a cup of heavy whipping cream, and then I'm gonna blend on high speed until it's all thick and fluffy. Ooh, that looks so good. To make it easier, I decided to fill this up. It's just gonna make it so much easier to dispense. Some limes, so we could just put it just like that. Now this one is broken, so it'll be my test, so I'm gonna eat it to make sure it's good. Prepping that mix a day in advance was so much easier for the day of the party, and look at how these key lime tarts came out. They're the perfect addition once I put my lights on. I love how they go with the cupcakes. Everything's so springy. I love key lime. This is going to be great for my guests. We're gonna make Margarita Dip. I'm gonna start by shredding up this chicken my husband just grilled for me on the grill. Normally I would use a rotisserie chicken, but go figure, when I tried to do my order, the chickens were not available, and it's because I tried to do it on a Friday evening, and I think those chickens are one of the quickest meals for a busy weeknight, and probably on a Friday going into the weekend. Those chickens disappear fast. This worked out so well because he used lime juice and cumin and all the flavors that are actually going to be in this dip, so it just worked out perfect. So let's go ahead and get our crock pot, start filling it up. All right, our dump and go chicken margarita dip. A block of cream cheese, which I cut into cubes just to make it easier for melting. And then we're gonna add our chicken. We're gonna add 2.5 cups of shredded Monterey Jack cheese. And then to that, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of lime juice. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of orange juice. This is all freshly squeezed, but you don't have to do that. I just had it. This is a margarita dip, so we're gonna add tequila. This is 1/4 cup of tequila, and I'm using the silver tequila. Then I'm gonna add a sprinkle of salt. I also have here the zest of the lime. I'm gonna add that in. That's gonna add such great flavor. And I'm gonna press 1 clove of garlic. I'm going to put this on the base of my crock pot. We're gonna let it just cook through, melt down, and I'll stir it in between. Then we'll top it with our mild pico de gallo. This is just fresh pico. I will top that at the end. All right, our dip is in on the base. Cover it with a lid. Let's cook it on high for 1 hour. So that was 45 minutes. We'll go ahead and let it stay on high. Let it finish its hour. Once it beeps at us, we'll stir it again, and I think it's ready to serve.
I added my fresh pico on top, drained the liquid a little bit, and now I'm adding a sprinkle of cilantro. Everybody loved this dip. This was the hit of the party, and it's perfect for your Cinco de Mayo parties or anything you have going on this spring. I highly recommend making this one. This next dip I made at the party, but I did this prep in advanced step by roasting the zucchini. So these are 3 medium zucchini and 3 large garlic cloves that are whole. I just sprinkle on a tablespoon of olive oil as well as about a teaspoon of some kosher salt, and I'm going to put this into my air fryer, but I'm going to roast it. So I started at 350 but realized it wasn't getting that nice caramelization, so I bumped up the temperature to 425 and cooked it for about 20 to 25 minutes. Once my guests arrived, I finished the dip to demo the electric twist and chop for them. I start by adding half of the roasted zucchini into the processor base, and I add the zest of 1 lemon and the juice of half of that lemon. I let that pulse, which this chopper goes up and down as it spins and chops, and it's really cool. Then I add the rest of my zucchini as well as 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of tahini paste, which is actually it's roasted ground sesame seeds and has such a good earthiness, but has the texture of like peanut butter. I add 2 teaspoons of cumin and a sprinkle of salt. The lid goes back on, and I pulse this until everything is nice and smooth. As this was my first time to demo the mix and chop, my guests and I discovered the little funnel on top that lets you drizzle in the oil in a very fine stream, which is going to be perfect for making all sorts of salad dressings. I transferred it to a bowl, and this dip is like a variation of hummus and a more rustic and roasted dip. I served it with crackers, cucumbers, and celery, and my guests and I really enjoyed this. I will make it again. These next 2 recipes I made at the party are also 2 items that are featuring Pampered Chef meal mixes. One is the butter chicken and another is this flatbread. And I'm starting with the flatbread first because it takes more proofing and more time, and I'm going to do that ahead of the party.
The entire package. To that, we're gonna add 1/2 cup of whole milk and then 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. 1 tablespoon, this is olive oil.
I'm mixing all of this together by hand, but you can certainly use a stand mixer. And speaking of a stand mixer, that is part of the motivation to have my Pampered Chef party, is because I'm looking forward to actually getting the stand mixer from Pampered Chef. I've been eyeballing it for a while now, and I really need a new one. My KitchenAid stand mixer has broken in 2 ways, and so I'm just ready to try a new one. So I'm rolling out the dough by hand, hoping to have a new working stand mixer soon. Once I have it in a bowl, I knead it for about 4 minutes, making sure I get it on every side. And then I'm going to put it into a bowl, cover it with a little bit of saran wrap, and I have some oil in there, and it's going to proof for 2 hours to double in size. I actually let my dough proof overnight, so the day of the party, I have sectioned out the dough in 6 sections, and now I am rolling it out to make ovals to make the flatbread. And I'm getting it to about 1/4 of an inch thick, rolled out in some oval shape. It's not exact. I've not done this before, but I'm enjoying the process, and it is so easy to make. All you have to do is put these on a medium-high heat pan and just get them so they're brown about a minute or 2 on each side, and that's it. They came out great, and then I covered them with melted butter, sprinkle of salt on both sides, and they're ready to serve. To keep these warm until my guests arrived, I went ahead and put them in the top of my air fryer on the warm setting.
So I am making butter chicken. It's all going to be in one pan. I'm going to put all the ingredients together, and it's going to be real quick and easy. All your seasonings and everything are already in here, and we're going to use it as a sample so they can taste as they're here and love it and experience it. So let's get started with some avocado oil or olive oil in here, about a tablespoon of that. I have 1 onion that I've just diced. We're gonna saute these until they're softened, about 4 to 5 minutes. Next, I'm adding boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I cut into bite-sized pieces. Next, I'm gonna add, this is butter chicken, so I'm adding a stick of butter, half of this big can. So we only want 14.5 ounces of crushed tomatoes. So half of my can. And then our entire seasoning packet of the butter chicken. Oh, it's so fragrant. It smells so good. It's so nice. Dump and cook in one pot. It is so good and easy. It's come up to a simmer. I'm gonna let it simmer for 5 minutes, get that chicken all cooked through, and that sauce starts to thicken up. Our sauce has thickened up so nicely, and everything smells so rich and amazing. We're gonna add our 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Look at that, it's turning into such a wonderful color with that cream, a light blush color.
I turned off the heat and reheated this as my guests arrived, and I showed them and explained how I made this, and then we got to sample it all with the naan bread. This was so delicious, and it worked that it was a little chilly of a day, so this was the perfect comfort food for today. I also made some basmati rice to go with it, but the naan bread with this butter chicken was amazing. So delicious. Everybody enjoyed sampling it. I really had a good time demoing it and got to use all my Pampered Chef products. I have one more appetizer I put on the table spread for my guests.
Our 1 pound soft pretzel, the Bavarian Beast. This is from Aldi, and I went ahead and coated it with the salt. It was frozen. I'm letting it thaw out a little. Then we're gonna put it into our air fryer to get nice and toasted, and then we're gonna serve it with some dips.
I served it with some queso, some stone ground mustard, and some jalapeno artichoke dip. This turned out to be such a fun party. I got to show my culinary creativity and share some Pampered Chef products. We talked food and planners, and it was nice to catch up with friends I haven't seen in a while. Speaking of planners, we did visit on our planners just a little bit, as that was part of the party plan, but some of my planner friends couldn't make it to this event, so we will do a separate planner party, and I'll do a video just on that. If you enjoyed this video and want to see the planning and prep for this party, check out this video here and let me know what parties you're having and what videos you'd like me to do next. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next video.